I gotta make time for maintenance before maintenance makes time for me. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be riding around here and I now need an oil change a week ago and still just rolling around. So let me go ahead and take your oil change. And y'all probably saying, well, why aren't you just stopping by a place and getting your oil change? So I got this Take Five, Jiffy Lube. I went to both of them. I usually get my oil change, right? And the last two times I've been there, I kid you not, I actually did a short little video on it. They stripped my plug that goes to my oil pan, and my oil was leaking, and they didn't even, they should have told me, hey, you need to replace your plug on your oil pan, but instead they didn't. They had to notice, and I went back and I was like, hey, my plug was actually stripped. I couldn't draw too much farther. My I noticed it like it took a few weeks before I actually even noticed it because when you're getting maintenance done in your vehicle, you're just trusting the process that hey, this is the professional. Of course, they did it right, etc. But in this situation, they did the oil change correctly, but they just didn't make me aware that my plug, the seal on it was broken, so oil was leaking out of my oil pan. I noticed it like after a week. I seen oil spots on my driveway, so I was like, you know what? I ain't going back to there. And that probably might have just been one bad technician. So I went over to Jiffy Lube. And at this time, I got a new plug. And they did my oil change. Same situation. Um, I don't know if they got different plugs down there or what. Like, when you pull up to the place and they're like in the ground or whatever. I don't know if they're mixing them up, but there's no way that I should have got a bad plug put back on my vehicle to where my oil is still leaking. So I started on my oil change by myself, and it's been 6 months now. Like I'm not a person that don't know how to change my own oil, but in a situation where you're trusting a professional to do it, and you keep getting these subpar results of just not communicating what's going on with it, I feel like I shouldn't have to worry about it. But being that I'm aware of my vehicle and I'm seeing a little oil spot in your driveway, it's like okay. Anywho, I'm about to do my oil change for that reason. Um, I'm just hitting 200,000 miles. This is a 2015 F-150, but I can't be out here doing all these weed control estimates and sod installation estimates and just rolling around like I don't have an underlying issue. I gotta address my vehicle. Gotta service it. Gotta take care of what take care of you, right? So let me get with the stuff that I need to get going. I got my tools already in the truck. I got to get my oil pan, which is right here. So y'all give me a second. I might put my mic on my phone. You know me, I don't be charging it up how it's supposed to. So my phone right now, as we speak, it's 12%, but it's cool because I got it on a charger. So y'all should be able to hang out with me while I get this done. Y'all got some questions for me while you're watching? Just drop a comment in the comment section. It's my oil pan I'm gonna use. I gotta put 6 quarts of oil in it. I got the 3.5 liter V6 F-150. I don't got the V8. I ain't got the big boy, but my vehicle do what it's supposed to do. Don't judge me. It's still a man truck. But I got my oil pan. I'm about to put this in place. I'm gonna get out my tools. And for y'all don't know, it's so easy to do an oil change. It don't take long. Um, Only thing I need to do right now is I'm about to go under there, and I think it's if I'm not mistaken, it's like I think a 17-inch socket I'm gonna put on there. I think I can't recall. I'll know when I get down there. I got my tools, but I'm gonna take this screw out of my oil pan, let all the oil drip out. While that's dripping out, I got two extra pans. I'm gonna get my other pan and I'm gonna put it where my filter is, and then I'm gonna let this drain out first because I don't want a bunch of oil coming out where the filter is supposed to be. In case y'all haven't done an oil change before, just a little thought process. It's super simple. Anywho, I got two oil pans. This one right here is gonna go where the oil pan and the plug is. I'm gonna take that one out. I'm gonna put my other oil pan on the other spot. While this one is continuously dripping out because the oil is coming out of the engine, I'm gonna go over to the other spot, and once this gets out enough, because I don't want any, like I said, any oil coming out of the where the filter is at. I'm gonna take that one out as well, and I'm gonna let that oil drip in there. And meanwhile, I'm gonna go up to the top. I'm gonna go ahead and take off my engine cover. Um, well, I don't even actually need to take off my engine cover. I'm gonna take my what is it called, y'all? Where you measure the I'm gonna take my I guess dipstick. I'm gonna measure that. I mean, take that out just so I have it open and accessible um, to put the new oil in. But that's gonna be the last thing I do. That's last thing you do is put the oil in. But and then I'm gonna go into the truck and then I'm gonna reset it on my dash. So, and then I'm gonna make sure I put the sticker up on my dashboard just like they do at the place. You can get stickers from like AutoZones, Discount Autos, O'Reilly's, wherever you get your oil at. Typically, they have like these stickers that you can get. That's that store brand. And you write the date, the mileage, etc. So you still keep a record of when you did your oil change or whatever, and when you need your next one. But let me get to it, y'all. And typically when you're doing these oil changes, you don't need to jack the car up. I try to have it on a flat surface, not on an incline. Like my vehicles are like this on my driveway, but it could be like this if I go to the end of my driveway because my driveway goes down. But if you get to the top of my driveway, it's pretty flat. So the oil should be able to drain out through the engine when it's on a flat surface. If it was facing down towards the front, you don't want any elevations, basically, more of the story. Today I'll be putting in some specifically I got high mileage oil, full synthetic. I got Pennzoil 5W30. This for specifically my vehicle. Got 6 quarts that I'll be putting in. And I got this, and the lady was acting like I'm a fool. This is an oil filter right here in the box, and typically I don't know what carrier has it, but I know y'all probably know what I'm talking about for you guys who out there doing your oil change, right? So you see how this got the grooves on it, right? So when you're twisting it on, something for you to grip. There's I don't know where I remember getting it from, but they have these filters you can get, and they're gritty, like the whole thing, like from here, the grips right here, they're all like gritty, like sandpaper. It's just like sandpaper, so it's really easy to grip. So I asked her that, and she's looking at me crazy. I'm not a judge and nothing like that, but sometimes that's why I prefer like a man. He would have knew what I was talking about because he do this, but she was acting like she just worked there. So it's like, you know what, it's cool. Don't make me seem like I'm dumb though. That's the only thing. Don't make it seem like I'm totally crazy. I'm tripping based off of even asking about it. When people make me feel like that, it's like, bro, you work here. You work here. You know you should know that there's different types of filters, etc. Don't treat me like I'm dumb when I'm asking for a specific one, because I like using the one that has the better grip on it, because I took this off because I ain't trying to get all get my shirt all sweaty. But I'm gonna take my little tank top off after I get done with my being laying on that ground because I'm not putting it back on. But anywho, um, after I before I put this on, you see the seal around it, y'all. Little seal around the front there. I'm gonna use some of the new oil and just rub it around the lip of here. That way it has a form of lubricant, so it actually fit right onto the thing without being some type of compromise by not being lubricated or whatever. But anyway, let me get back to it. I ain't taking the phone down there. I may or may not bring it closer so y'all can see, but I don't know. It depends. That phone just rang. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I'm getting calls in. And I know this ain't gonna take me too long, so I figure I might as well share it. Uh, Two things I usually keep in my truck. I keep my tool bag, and I also keep this right here. It's like my when I go for my like sockets. If I need a socket wrench, or if I need one of these here, um, or my socket. And this actually extends out. It's not super short, so I can have some leverage. You see what I'm saying? I just extended it out. But I keep this stuff in my back seat. And this stays under my back seat floor. I mean, so it's not in anybody's way. But I keep that in the back seat just in case. I don't know. I might be out somewhere and somebody might need something, or I might have an issue. I got my tools with me, so I'm able to get to it. Keep your tools with you guys. You never know when you're gonna need them. So on my vehicle, it's been a minute since I did my oil change, y'all. It ain't been a month. I usually wait till I reach my mileage, not the timeline. So sometimes you might see that it might have a date on when you, like if you go to a professional place, they say the next time you should, come to get it topped off or change your oil. I'm gonna be following the rules like I'm supposed to, y'all, but I do keep up with the amount of miles on it. That's what I look for. So if I haven't reached my mileage limit, which is like typically every 5,000 miles, I believe you want to change your oil. That's when I start to change it. But anywho, it's been a minute since I changed it because I ain't been taking no long trips and nothing like that. But when I look under my truck, it's on mine specifically. It's under closer to my passenger side, so I'm actually gonna go on this side of the truck and go under and put my oil pan before I start to drain it. I don't remember the size, so I brought my little set with me real quick so I can figure out real quick what socket size I need. And then after that, I got this extension that I can put on, keep me a little bit farther away from it. I got some more sockets if I need to, something shorter or whatever. I found it. All right. All right, so this is my plug right here. I got it out, as you guys can see. I'm gonna bring you a little bit closer so you can actually see the oil coming out right now. But what I was talking about, see this seal right here? See this black thing around it? I don't know if you can tell much, but basically like a little rubber little gasket. But this was broken, like it was completely broken. And if you try to pull this washer piece, you know, towards coming off this little washer piece, there's actually another like gasket in there as well. But basically all of it was ruined. And this is actually a newer one. But anywho, let me show you how the oil coming out. Got my gloves on. That oil is hot too. I'm gonna just show you the way I put the pan down, because I think it's important. If you haven't did an oil change before, make sure you got the right pan, as far as the length or whatever. All right, so check this out. See my oil coming out? Coming out of my drain pan there. And it looks like I'm leaking some other type of fluid or whatever, but I got the pan, as y'all can see. I got it faced the long way. So I don't know if y'all can see that. I changed the camera view or whatever, but I got the pan faced the long way, and where the oil pan comes out, where the plug comes out of the oil pan, where the plug comes out of the oil pan, I know that the stream of oil is going to shoot out basically. So I put the pan the long way in that direction. That way, if I put it sideways and when I pull the plug off for the oil to drain out and it shoot too far and it go beyond the pan, now I got a mess on the ground. So just be mindful of that when you put in your pan down. Put it in the orientation that's going to fit the direction of the stream of drainage of oil. All right, so while that's going on, I'm about to get my other oil pan here. I'm gonna put y'all back where you need to go, and I'm gonna let this drain for a minute. It matters that like sometimes when you go get these oil changes and they're able to do it pretty punctual, because when the vehicle is on and it heat up a great bit, it flows out easier as far as it drains faster or whatever. But if you don't, if you like say if you woke up in the morning, you parked the car for the night, you woke up in the morning to do an oil change, I don't think that's ideal, because it's not the oil, it flows out better when it's hot, period. Just to sum it up for you. I ain't no professional, I'm just telling you based on my experience. I've had, street bikes, four-wheelers. I put together a Banshee from scratch. I love my two strokes. But I've done some things when it comes to, vehicles. Changed out a transmission before, helped change an engine before, fuel pumps, brakes. I'm pretty handy, y'all. I'm pretty handy. I know a thing or two, but is that my expertise? Is that what I'm passionate about? No. But if I need to do it, you know what I'm saying, I get to it. Y'all know what it is. But let me get to it. Gotta get my pan. All right, so this oil pan number 2, which is kind of dirty, but I'm draining the oil out, so it ain't gonna be a big deal. Once I drain all this oil out, y'all, being at the vehicle, uh, needs 6 quarts of oil. More than likely, when you're running it till the mileage, it's not gonna be 6 quarts of oil that come out of that engine. You know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill the bottle, the one that you see right here. We're gonna fill that up with the old oil, and the proper way to discard it is you can actually take it back to where they change oil at, or it's just better to go back to the place where they accept motor oil or whatever, so you're not putting it in an unsafe environment or something by just throwing it in the trash. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fill this thing back up, and I'm gonna take it to them on my way out. But get back to it. And my my oil filter is actually closer to the front of the vehicle, so I'm actually gonna enter from the front of it, and that's why I got this stuff right. My safety glasses, because it's sometimes it's dust and this truck making noises or whatever. I don't want nothing falling in my eyes, so I get frustrated when you get dirt and debris in your eyes. We got pollen out right now too, y'all. But anywho, I'm gonna put this on so I can get to it. All right. So I just double checked to see was that oil almost completely done draining from under there, and it almost is done. And now is the time where I'm actually gonna go take that filter off. And there shouldn't be a lot of oil that come out of there, being that I let this one drain out merely completely. It don't take long for it to drain out. Like I said, it flows easier when it's hot, when it's heated up. So I'm gonna go ahead and go under here and untwist this filter. And for this, I prefer to have gloves that have the grit on it. If I don't have the gritty type filter, if y'all know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments, because that lady made me feel like I'm an idiot when I asked her. I was like, hey, you got the filter with the like sandpaper around it so you can grip it? She looked at me crazy. It's cool though. Oh man. Whew. I'm over there fighting with this oil filter, y'all, and that's why I like that the texture on it to be a little bit easier to grip. I feel like my hands are slippery. As you can see, I got a little bit of oil on the glove, but man, that thing twisted on like somebody was mad. And it must be myself because I did the last oil change. So um, I twisted it on pretty tight, and I need to make sure I get the right filter next time because I think I might have one, which I'm gonna go find it right now. So I did found two other filters, and still not the one that I prefer, but this one right here is super smooth. I think this might be to my wife's car though. And I found this big boy. This is a big one here. It says extended life. You see that? Same brand as, you know, this one that I'm about to put on now, but man, I don't know. I might try to see if it fit on there, but give myself a little breather because I got to get this thing off, y'all. I got stuff to do today, but I can't neglect doing this before I move forward. I wrote it down on my to-do list. It was high on the priority level. Of course, the wife called me this morning and said, "Hey, I forgot my I forgot to bring baby milk to the daycare, etc." So I had to rip and run out. I was like, you know what? I put this yesterday before my date, and I was like, I gotta change that oil tomorrow. I say I can't go out and start doing estimates and stuff without getting it done. So I'm gonna get to it though, y'all. I gotta fight at it again. Fight at it one more time. I'm able to grip it with both hands. Luckily, it's a truck and it's not to a space where I can't access it. Easy to access. Just twist it on like nobody's business. Twist it on like nobody's business. Like, never supposed to change this oil. That's how it's twisted on. Yeah, I'll be missing y'all though, man. I'll be trying to keep some consistent content coming, you know. More so day in the life, of course. But got a lot of, you know, things still going on in the background. Working on a lot of stuff. I'll be shooting another video probably Sunday. Um, and basically it's gonna be another live of showing, let's make some content together. I'm gonna show y'all the back things that I've been working on in the back office, as far as like I've been showing y'all the CRM, I've been showing you the website, I've been showing you how things kind of play together. So I was struggling, you know, sometimes when I'm trying to get these systems in place, because that's what it is, it's a system. When I'm trying to get these things in place, you know, one thing supports another. Like, people find you, then they gotta, you know, they're gonna want to do business with you because they're interested. Then you got to capture the information, and then what happens after you capture the information? Is there, what's the follow-up process? Can they schedule themselves? What type of service? So many different things. And once I get them set up, when I get my system set up, y'all, this stuff flows really good for me, really good. So I got it set up currently how I want it, and I'm gonna continue to make it better. I'm not changing up nothing significantly, but I'm gonna continue to improve it. Um, I'm trying to get into a lot of like subcontracting out my all these side inquiries that I'm getting in. And I want to take over the weed control part of it. So if it's somebody that is interested, I got a buddy who does, irrigation side, landscape lighting, hardscaping, etc. Full on landscape stuff. But I'm going to be subcontracting that out to him. Like, hey, I got a job. I estimated it. This is what the ticket is. Are you interested? You know? Or I could just say, hey, I got a lead and just send it over to them. But I feel like people like to buy from my business because it's reputable. But in the same token, I'll subcontract it out far as just do the estimating part so he don't have to do none of that craziness. And if he need to, he can walk the property as well. But I'm subcontracting, guys. Subcontract that work out because I got to keep the main thing the main thing. My mentor be on my neck saying I'm everywhere, but I'm chasing a kangaroo, y'all. Go watch that video. Look like I got to get my garage back, y'all. So in my garage, I got a tool that it's like a filter grabber. Basically, they know these things are smooth and they're round, but it grips the filter, and it's almost like a grip handle, like grip pliers. You grip around the filter and you twist it, and it unloosens it. I'm struggling to get this thing off. Like, I don't know why they make certain things. Whoever thought of the filter with all the gritty things on it, like, they knew what they was doing. Great product. But unfortunately, I don't have that one right now. So, unfortunately, y'all, I got to shortcut this thing. I can't get my filter off because it's too smooth and I don't have what I need. I can't access my tool because I haven't used that thing in I don't know how long. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my oil in at least, and that way I got some fresh oil circulating through the system. And of course, unfortunately, it don't make sense to go back and try to change it. Let me go try to see if I can find my tool real quick because I don't want to fill it up with new oil, and then try to change my filter later because it's oil in the engine. You get what I mean? It's not ideal. So I'm gonna try to get this another fight because I'm trying to get it off. I'm actually putting my palm on the back of it and I'm pushing it towards the engine so I can loosen it, but it is not budging. No luck, y'all. No luck. I do not know where that thing is at. It's a grappling tool, but anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta get this oil in, y'all. Unfortunately, and next time I'll make sure I change out my oil filter next time. But it's ideal to try to change it out when you do, a regular oil change, y'all. So don't be me. I'm just trying to share a moment with y'all. I don't think it'll, cripple the engine by the oil not being filtered after one oil filter change. So let me go ahead and get this rest of this process done. And I should have thought that through with this ground being here with the mulch. Check out that pre-emergent. Some bear cave. So that's done. Pick my plug back up. This is good. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's look pitch black. So it definitely was time to change it out. I just need some fresh oil circulating down through my engine, so my vehicle stays pumping. Luckily, it wasn't like super low. Usually, my biggest worry when I wait too long to do my oil change is that my engine doesn't have enough oil circulating through it, and that's what big problems can happen. But if you're just waiting a little bit late, like a week or two after you've reached your change period, unless unless you got something like another issue going on, I think it's fine. You can be a few miles over your change limit bars. If it's 5,000 miles and you hit 5,000 and 100 or 5,000 and 200, you like your 200 miles or something over, I don't think it make or break it, but you probably don't want to drive for an additional 2,000 miles, 4,000 miles, because I don't know, it's probably not ideal. That's when you've probably been on a vehicle, if it can handle it or whatever, if it's burning faster or whatever. I ain't no professional on that, y'all. Do y'all own due diligence. I'm just sharing my experience. And as of right now, it ain't gonna be the best one because I'm skipping my oil filter right now because I can't get it off and I got stuff to do, unfortunately. Yeah, gotta grab my funnel. I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but this is the oil filter, not filter, but funnel I like to use. That way, it's easier for me to reach. But I like to make sure I clean it out and there's no debris in it, because whatever debris that's inside this funnel is going to get into your engine, make your engine contaminated. Try to keep it clean as possible. Hey, that funnel that I use, that thing the truth. I don't know if y'all seen it. If you look closely, I almost like filled it completely up. But this bottle right here, it can probably handle probably two quarts, like literally within the funnel because the way it flows. So you can put probably 2 or 3 of these back to back. This right here, y'all seen me do that real fast, right? It didn't take long at all, like less than 60 seconds. I got this whole thing unloaded into the funnel, and it was going into the engine. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my cap back on for my oil entry cap or whatever, and then I'm gonna rev the engine up a little bit to see if I can get some pressure that would allow fluid to come out if there's anything loose. That's usually what they do at the place, it seems like. I can understand that when you push the gas, it makes probably stuff, the engine, you know, oils move around or whatever. Anywho, I'm gonna do that, but then I gotta fill this up with this dirty oil, and then I'll be done here. I was doing a side job the other day, y'all, and I don't be drinking enough fluid like I'm supposed to. I don't drink enough water. I don't be hydrating like I'm supposed to. I encourage you guys to though. I'm gonna do better though. I'm gonna do better. You guys got my word. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna hydrate more this season, right? But I had to take a break. I was like, man, I gotta take a break. I feel a little bit, exhausted. Took a break, went and grabbed some water. But this is ideal, is what I'd be looking for. I like stuff like this, electrolyte beverage. I feel like it gives me what I need, as far as, I don't know, vitamins and stuff to make it through. And it says premium hydration. I think everybody took that note and start selling stuff that says hydration. Like you see Body Armor carry stuff like that, Gatorade, everything. This right here, I thought was, they got Gator Light. Gatorade has Gator Light. You see this is called electrolyte. Um, Gator got Gator Light. Gatorade got Gator Light. But got the oil in. About to put the cap back on. All right, y'all. Everything looked good. I double checked around my the oil plug, that screw that y'all seen, just to see if there are any drip marks, anything that looked like some oil is possibly leaking out of the engine based off of, you know, me putting my RPMs to roughly around 2,500, 2,500 RPM. And I hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds. Came out and took a look. That's usually what they do. So I think I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and rock and roll. I might take y'all with me, but I'm gonna go ahead and make another video because got some things we can talk about. All right, y'all see me waste some. So this tank, this can that I just filled up, it gives me an idea of like how much oil was in the engine. So if I know that this container is 5 quarts, the bottle over here, y'all can't see it, is 1 quart. That's six quarts total. And if this only reached halfway mark, that means I was roughly at 2.5 to 3 quarts total. That's pretty low, y'all. So when you go over your mileage, just know you're risking the chance of not enough oil being in the engine. That's how people blow their engines. All type of stuff start to happen. You start having issues when you run out of oil, or you just don't do the maintenance for your vehicle like you're supposed to. So got to start somewhere. Get some fresh oil in there. You know, definitely change the filter if you can. If you can, don't be me and say, hey, I knew I changed the last time, but I'll change it next time. And this time I'm gonna be more punctual. Now I'm gonna write down my mileage, write down the date, because I log all this stuff so I can know exactly, you know, how long I went with or without. Let me go double check right now. Man, so I got my number right here. Don't judge me. I'm being a little ghetto how I got it wrote down. I taped it under my thing because I didn't have a sticker at the time. But last time I changed the oil was at 195,000 miles. So that's 5,000 miles I've driven it since my last oil change. But I'm gonna do better. I need to make sure I'm keeping it on a routine schedule, because I can't afford for my vehicle to fail me by me not doing what I'm supposed to do. But I'm gonna get going, y'all. I got work to do, and time is getting away. It's Amazing Friday. Got work to do. I'll shoot some more content with y'all later. Y'all be easy. And